Hi there, Purple Ant Girl here. We still have these beautiful zinnias in the yard, and I am quite certain that we are going to have our first frost this week. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to have several nights of frosty weather coming up at the end of the week. So I thought I would take as many of these flowers as I can and snip them and make my last big bouquet of the season and take them in to enjoy inside, because I'm pretty sure their days are numbered out here. So I thought I'd bring you along for one last big beautiful bouquet. So hopefully you enjoy coming along. I have zinnias, I have cosmos, lots of fun greenery to pick, maybe some sweet peas. We'll see what all I get picked today, but come along and let's see what we can put together for one last big beautiful decadent bouquet from my yard. Okay, so that's the zinnias from the vegetable garden. Let's go see what's in the flower beds. There's quite a few cosmos in here, so I'm going to be cutting a bunch of cosmos for the flowers, and I don't know, should I use them for the greenery? They make great greenery this time of year, but I think I could find something better for that, so we'll wait on that, but we'll get the flowers. Here's all the cosmos I chose. Aren't they gorgeous? They're a bit of a pain to clean, but I really like them. So now I'm just going to kind of go through. Those are what I had a lot of, and now I'm just going to go through and see what other kind of bits and bobs I can get, and hopefully before it rains on me again. It's been raining here for days, but try and get a few more bits and bobs to put together, and we'll see what we can do. This is Status. Lots of beautiful Status. And Status is great because it'll dry right in the vase, and you can have it for arrangements later on. This is some of the false indigo that I planted this spring that I grew from seed. And I think it could make kind of a neat green, and I have a few of them. So I think I'm going to try and cut a few stems. Sorry, you're all crooked. I'm going to try and cut a few stems. And see if we can make something happen with this. That's some greenery. I'm not sure. I don't know if it'll even last in a vase, but it's my final bouquet of the year, so I may as well try it. More over behind me here. It's a nice little bunch. I might run across more as I'm picking here. I have a little bit of Rudbeckia here. I'm not sure how much of it is going to be worth picking, if any, because it's either really past its prime or just really short at the end of the season here. I picked one from the back of the flower bed. I think there might be more over the other side of the yard. But yeah, I don't think any of this. I'll leave this for the bees maybe. That guy's pretty soaked, but I might be able to use it. This is actually, yeah, this is Rudbeckia. You see, it's pretty soaked in the center from all the rain, but it's a decent stem. Give it a try. Yeah, let's go see what's on the other side of the yard. I have this red shades Heliopsis, and I haven't been picking off of it this year. I planted it bare root this spring, but it's been just covered in little aphids most of the season. But the ladybugs moved in about a week ago, and they have cleaned those aphids up. So I think I will cut a few of these. They're not their best, but I may as well get a few before the season's out, right? And look if I'm taking any ladybugs or their babies in. Doesn't look like it. There, we'll take a couple in. That'll be pretty. I only grabbed 2 buckets because I didn't think there'd be that much out here, but they're pretty full. I think we're pretty much done, so. A couple more things. Maybe there's maybe one Shasta daisy there I'm gonna grab real quick, and then we'll look through and see what else is here. I do have the delphinium that I planted this year. I've never grown delphinium, so I'm not really sure when to cut it. It's supposed to be a good cut flower. So this one looks like it's past its prime, but I think I can get a longer stem on it. So let's give it a try. And even if we get a few days, it's still a few days, right? Yeah, this is one I'm gonna have to learn how to work with. I've gone through and cut back a lot of my echinacea, but I'm going to be taking the petals off of a few and adding them in to the bouquet as well, because hopefully you can see that. I'll try and get you there. It gives a nice little interest. So let's cut a couple of those while we're in here. Find some longer ones. I don't like the looks of these stems. So again, just pull those petals off. And they look good when they're brown, but look, well, you can see this oranginess to it. I like to pick them when they have that to them still. Look at this beautiful echinacea here. The color in there. We'll leave that one for the bees. Some beautiful amaranth here. So I have it in 2 colors. One is Autumn's Touch. I can't remember what this kind of pinky red one is. Amaranth is one of those things you probably want to cut back anyways before they go to seed, because otherwise they can make a real weedy mess in your flower beds. They can really take over if you're not careful with them. Okay, I didn't forget that I said I was going to get more Rudbeckia over here, so let's have a look at the Rudbeckia that's over here, and then I think we might be done. We'll have a little bit of a look around, but I think that'll be it. So here's my little patch of Rudbeckia, and again, these are pretty short stems, but we'll cut them back and try and make them work. Oh, that's a crazy one going on there. You see how it's curled? We'll leave that one here. Take this. I'm sure we can make it work somehow. Must be a few more in here we could use. Slim pickings in Rudbeckia this year. No, they're all just such short stems. I didn't cut on them this year, and I guess they really branched and not giving me much here to work with. You. Yeah, they're just not doing it for me. Leatrice is done. This is my first year growing Scabiosa, and I haven't quite figured out when the best time to pick it to put in an arrangement is. I don't want that one that's gone to seed. We'll take a few, and if they just wind up dropping seed all over inside, then I'll just pull them out. Now, obviously I could be taking some of these gorgeous hydrangea blooms, but I really enjoy seeing them in the yard, and they'll kind of hold out for a little while until we get snow, so I'd rather leave them here to enjoy. I was looking around for things to use just to kind of fill out and have some extra greenery, and I saw this scented, this is a Citrosa scented geranium, and I've never used it as a cut flower, but I suspect it might do all right. So I'm going to cut a bunch of these and find out, because I like how it has a little bit of a fall color to it. I don't know how well you can see it. Just a minute. You see how it's just starting to kind of change color on the edges? And inside here there's some red, kind of pinky red though. I think that'll look really pretty. Oh, the wind is really getting up again. It's probably enough, but we'll take one more. So there's the geranium. Let's go see what all we have and see if I think that looks like a good enough mix to make a decent bouquet. Okay, so this is what I grabbed to work with. It's quite a bit, and I didn't really worry about a color scheme or anything. I just kind of picked whatever still looked half decent. I didn't even do the wiggle test on the zinnias, so there might be some that don't last, and some were really blown open, like this guy. But I just did a lot of picking. Like this cosmos apparently is losing its petals already, so just trim that back. There's more on the stem, same with this one here. But I thought it would just be fun to go through. Now I still left lots out there. There's still tons of flowers out there that were either just really young or really, really old or too short. And there are still lots of birds and bees and even the odd butterfly out. So I want to make sure I leave some things out for them. But I'm going to play around with this and just see what I can make. I'm going to start with the amaranth because I always like that nice tall look in the middle. It's kind of fluffy, so let's get maybe some more form going up around it and knock the bugs out that are looking for winter places. That's a good start right there. Okay, so what do we want to go with that? How tall is the delphinium? Stick it in there. Got some cosmos. I like how the cosmos are more fluffy. So even though they have the same kind of open flower structure as the zinnias are a lot stiffer flower, and the cosmos bring some movement. So I think they look nice, kind of side by side like that. We'll get some of the status. I'm trying to get all the stems to come down to at least this level here. So I'm just watching my stem length as I'm playing around here. So hopefully it fits in the vase I want in the end. This guy might be, it's pretty short. We'll save you for later. We'll do this red shades Heliopsis. Oh yeah, those are pretty in there. Let's keep going. Do we want that or do we want to go with something more punchy? Let's go with something a little more punchy. Yeah. taller though, so they're not very tall. So let's do some more status. I forgot I picked this sunflower. That'll just kind of do its thing out the side. I have a couple more that I grabbed. Let's see if I can get them in here. Pretty short. We'll save those for later. I think it's time to go in with these seed heads of the echinacea. We'll just let them kind of pop out a little bit taller. And they'll just add some texture. Need some on this side. It's getting to be a pretty big handful. So many orange zinnias out there. Go back in with some more cosmos now. This is getting hard to hold, I'll tell you. But it's beautiful. It's so much fun to just grab them and play with them. Now these shorter guys can start to work in, and we want to work this into, I think it'll be fun to kind of have standing up. So this is that false indigo, and like I said, I don't know how it will work as far as vase life, but I feel like an end of season bouquet is the time to kind of play around with things like that. So let's see how they do. Do a few more bits of status down low. Make sure we get the leaves off. And the last couple of cosmos in there. Yeah. Now I still have a few more things to stick in here, and then we'll try this Citrosa geranium. We'll see if we have room for it. So I want to do these little spiky amaranth because I think they're fun. So I'm going to put one on either side. Things are just falling out everywhere. And then I have a few of these pretty zinnias here. A few more larger zinnias in this gorgeous kind of salmony pink shade. Just gonna try and work them around the status there. Oh yeah, look at that. Put this Shasta daisy in there. Tiny little zinnia. That one I got picked pretty young. I'm not sure how it'll do. This little orange zinnia that was really bent. Where do you want to go? Maybe right there, kind of sticking out. This guy too. Just gonna tuck it in a hole. Oh, I can't even get my hand all the way around this anymore. Don't forget these scabiosa. Yeah, these guys just won't stay in their bucket anymore. Because these are laying on the ground, they're gonna kind of just poke out all over the place, but they'll give a little bit of a flowy vibe there. I can't even tuck things in anymore because my hands are so full. Now, I would like to try and get some of this geranium in here, but it might just not work. I don't have enough hands. I think the smell would be nice to have in here, and that little bit of color on the greenery, so just try and trim them down real low and add them in. I'm not sure how I'm going to trim these stems. One more over here. Jeez, I have to turn this. Two more actually would fit in here. Would be nice. Just like that. Okay. And then I saw these little peppers and I thought they might be interesting. So I have two of them. Stick one in, hopefully on either side. Okay. And now all I brought was my little snips, so let's see how I'm gonna trim this. It's quite the bouquet. I brought a vase out. Let's see if we can make it work. Dropping things already. Okay. Try and convince everything to go in here. I might have to get a different vase. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab maybe a different vase. I don't know. That's not working for me. I'll maybe play around with this. I'll put it back in, play around with it so they fit in nice. Basically what I'm going to do is take some of the shorter pieces off the outside, if I can get them separated, put in the main bundle, and then I'll work around. Hopefully that will make it so I can fit these in. I'll take some of these thicker bottom pieces off. I think I just need to take height off, period. So. Let's see. Alright, that's a better fit for this vase. Now, can I get all the rest? I basically have a whole nother bouquet right here. And maybe that's what I should just do, is get another small vase and just have a second bouquet, because as much as I'd like to fit them all in there, we're going to try though. That's what I wanted to do today, so gonna make some little kind of mini bouquets out of these things. And then stick them in. Because I trimmed all the rest down. I need to trim these down as well. That's working better. So I'm trying to kind of keep them how they were a little bit in the vase. And just shorten them and stick them in the sides. Fill in this vase space. Still want these little peppers in here. I think they're really cute. I need a couple of these just to fill in at the back here. Just need a little bit of greenery in here. It's better. And this last pepper wants to be tucked in right there. Okay, I got it all in that vase. I think it's gorgeous. Like I said, I wasn't going for any particular theme, just pick some flowers before they freeze. And I think it turned into something really beautiful and nice. Hopefully you enjoyed this coming together, and we'll look forward to lots more flowers growing next spring. For now, I think this is the end of my flower picking for the season. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done that, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.